Hello, you're welcome to our channel today. This is Family Aspect and I'm your host Charles. Today I have something to be sharing with the ladies that I feel is going to be unique, special information that you need. Now, first of all, do you know why that man that you've been dating for a long time haven't married you yet? Do you know why that man that you've been in a relationship with for a long time haven't actually committed to you yet? Well, it might just well be that that man is Mr. Time Waster. Mr. Time Waster is actually a man or kind of man that every lady who is serious about relationship and want to get married should avoid. But if you are not serious about relationship and you don't want to get married, well, it doesn't matter. This video is not for you. This video is for ladies who are actually serious about their relationship and wants to get married to the right kind of man. So I'm gonna tell you more details about Mr. Time Waster in a minute. I'll be right back. You're welcome back, guys. Now, let's look at Mr. Time Waster. Is he someone that I should avoid in my life as a woman? Yes. Emphatically saying yes to you with a capital letter Y-E-S. Now, why is this man such a dangerous man to be with? Well, as it is, if you are serious as a lady to have a very committed relationship and you want to get married and become a family woman, then this type of man is the man that you want to avoid in your way in finding love. Mr. Time Waster. Now, Mr. Time Waster is never ready to commit. We know one of the signs that we are dating, or you are dating as a lady, you are dating a time waster, is that he never commit. He may loving you in terms of spending time with you, buying you gifts, and then also having pleasure with you. That doesn't mean he's committed. Commitment means here to be willing to marry you and become a family man with you, to become a husband with you. So this type of men, Mr. Time Wasters, they are not ready to commit. They are not willing to commit to you. They may like to come around you, spend time with you, but not having time to define the relationship in reality. They don't really have time to define the relationship. They don't even want to talk about it in reality. So Mr. Time Waster don't always have plan to marry any woman that he is dating. That's how you know Mr. Time Waster. They are not always ready to marry any woman that they're dating. Now, you say, how do you know? Well, we'll give you more details. He hardly talk about it. That's one of the signs. He hardly talk about marriage. When he talks about it, he talks about it very shabbily. It's like few seconds discussion. Guess what? It is even you, the lady, that brought it up. All right? Because you brought it up, okay, you just feel like, let's talk about it. Few seconds is done. And nothing really vital, nothing really interesting, nothing really purposeful about the discussion when you talk about it at all. So that's a very big, huge sign for you. He doesn't mind dating you for years as far as you guys are together. He doesn't mind dating you for years without proposing to you. Haven't you seen ladies who have been in a relationship for a long time without proposing to, without being proposed to by the man? Well, we say there, yeah, we know that happens. We've seen a lot of them and they still get married. Well, let me tell you something more. Haven't you also seen a relationship that the man never proposed, never had the mind to commit to a relationship, but when the woman got pregnant, in the process, she was dumped. She was abandoned. She was left alone. That's another sign of a time waster who was actually manipulated to commit, manipulated by the lady to commit to the man so that the man will commit. But in reality, it backfires. I'll talk about that in a minute. Now, first thing you want to understand that the problem with Mr. Time Wasters is that he wouldn't commit. That's number one. He would not commit. Don't try to make him. He wouldn't. He will not commit. I didn't say he cannot. I say he wouldn't. He would not commit. And he will not allow any other man to commit to you. He is jealous. He will not put the ring on your hand. He will not do it, but he will not allow any other man who will be interested in doing it to do it to you. That's hilarious. That's terrible, right? Well, that's what we're talking about. Now, he is not ready for marriage either. That's another surprising thing. He's not ready for marriage either. But he will not allow you to spend time with a man who is ready for a serious relationship. These are the signs, indications that you can see in order to get this thing going. So you need to understand that men are like that. Some men are like that. So you cannot force a man to make a commitment to you when he is not ready to do it. What I mean by that is, there are different kinds of relationship around the world today. Many men are forcing themselves, many women are forcing some men to really get committed. It is not right. I have heard the lady say to me, well, I've been in a relationship with this guy for a long time, and we've been courting for several years now, and he seems to be a very nice person, but he has never mentioned to me that he wants to marry me. He has never mentioned to me that we will have a future together or have children together. But I still believe that something will come out. I still believe that something will happen. So what? How can I make him commit? She asks. How can I get involved? How can I make him commit? Let me tell you something. You cannot force a man to make a commitment to you when he is not ready to. To do that is to cause a lot of problem in the future. A great hurt. It's like holding the knife on the sharp edge, on the sharp side of the knife. That's what you're doing to yourself. And when he pulls the knife, you get bleeding, you get caught, you get hurt. So what happened is, those who force a relationship on an unprepared man are living to regret it today everywhere. Everywhere. They force the relationship on an unprepared man. The man is not prepared. You know he's not prepared. But you decide to make him prepared. You force it. You manipulate it. Listen. Love is a choice, okay? Love is a choice. You cannot manipulate it. You cannot force it or buy it. Love is a choice. Love has to be given to you willingly. Don't force it. Don't manipulate it. There are many women today who are doing that. They manipulate the man to getting committed through pregnancy. You get pregnant to a man who hasn't proposed to you, who hasn't thought of getting married to you, because you think by the time you get pregnant for him, you will not commit. That's manipulations. You don't force a man to do it. You don't threaten the man to say, you know what, if you don't marry me, I'm going to kill you. That is not going to work either. You don't buy it. Don't try to be flooding the man with money, pouring money into the man's life and buying him things, hoping that he's going to get and say, you know what, I will marry you. That again is dangerous. You don't want to manipulate love. Let it come to you willingly. Let it come to you willingly. Okay? Now, it is not healthy at all to want a man to be with you against his will. If you want a man to be with you, to love you and be committed to you against his will, it's going to produce an unhealthy relationship in the long run. So you need to understand why many people today are struggling in their relationship, in their marriage life, in their family. Because all of these mistakes have been made. So here's my take on this. If he is a time waster, you should get him out of your life quickly. Don't Man, don't try to make him commit. No matter how handsome, how beautiful, how beautiful your relationship has been together, and he has not commit after these many years, and you have actually gone through these signs and indications that I mentioned, and you know that he's a time waster. Okay, one of the symptoms we're finding out whether he is a time waster or not is to ask him, what does he think about your relationship? What is his plan for your future? If a man doesn't have a plan for you as a woman, for your future, for both of you being together as a family, then he is a time waster. He's a time waster. So you need to get out of there or get him out of your life. The choice is yours. If you want to get married anyway. You see, if you want to get married, if you want to have children, if you want to have a family, a happy home, then do this. Get him out of your life. But if you're not ready for marriage, if you're not thinking of getting married or getting into a relationship the rest of your life, then that's fine. You can go ahead and just, let him keep wasting the time if you want. You both can waste time together if you want. But in reality, this is the truth. All right, you want to stay away from this kind of man. Avoid this kind of man in your life. Time waster, Mr. Time Waster. You need to avoid them. All right, if you want to get married. I believe you have received an amazing information here from this topic today. And if you haven't subscribed, you've been watching us, subscribe to this channel, because there's more of this video to come. And I want also you to hit the bell notification button so that you receive notification as soon as the next video come up. Now, here is another thing I want you to do. Share this video with your loved ones. Like it, hit the thumb up button and share. Because there are many women today who are going through this process right now and they need clarification. You can be of such an amazing impact in their life if you share this video. Thank you so much for being here watching Family Aspect and be a part of Family Aspect. I appreciate you all, and I'm going to see you again in the next video. Until then, live a happy family life. Bye for now.